Hi friends, this is Lois in real life. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how I make my simple. Can I say that enough? Simple. Chia pudding, and it's vanilla. So it's just like a vanilla pudding and it's delicious. My husband and I love it. So I just take one of my jars, and you know, I love my ball jars. And this is the, I would say it's a cup and a cup. Anyways, I just put it up to the cup. I don't know if it's a cup and a half or whatever, but I put it up to a cup. So I got a little room because I'm going to be stirring in the chias. And then I put in, well, I don't put the vanilla in yet. And then I put in 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. Well, I guess I could have put the vanilla in, because the vanilla is not a big deal. I don't put the date syrup in yet. So, and I just put a cap full, which is really a teaspoon for a cup of vanilla. And get, you know, I mean, I get a real vanilla. I don't get, sorry, I got other stuff in the oven. I get a pure vanilla. I don't get like imitation. So I don't know what it tastes like. Although I will tell you, I have a vanilla from Mexico that my son got me in Mexico, and it's only good if you cook it. It's so potent, and maybe I could cut way back on it. If any of you know how to work with that kind of vanilla, let me know, because that would be a good, you know, a good thing for me to learn. But anyway, so I just take a fork and I start, and I keep, and I get it going, because these will literally fall to the bottom. Okay, but if you don't continually stir them, they will get like all clumpy in the bottom. And so I just keep stirring them. And I will do this for actually quite a while. I just, you know, I'll go back and forth. See, you saw how it started falling? See how they just start falling to the bottom? And the reason, it's not that it's a big deal, it's just it's harder to break them up. So I just put that in there. Now you could do this in a bigger bowl, put it all together. Maybe that would work better. This size works really well because I always eat half of one and my husband eats a whole one, and sometimes my other half. But yeah, so this works really well. And what I did was I put a cup of the soy milk. We like the soy, or I like the soy. But you could use almond or any kind of milk you wanted. You could use milk if you're not, you know, vegan. But so I will just continue doing this until I get ready to put in the syrup. Okay, so now I'm going to put the date lady syrup. I have it this way because there's not a whole lot left in here. And I'm going to show you my precise measurement. I go by color. This is how precise I am. And then I go in and I start doing this just with the fork, just stirring it up. And then I'm looking for a particular color. And I'm sorry, I don't know, have the exact amount, but it's gonna be different for everybody. I have a nephew who, you give him anything sweet and he's like, you know, like he thinks it's really sweet. Me, I like average. And then there's, you know, my grandkids who probably would like it sweeter. So I think you're gonna have to learn how to do it yourself. I would say there's a good 2 to 3 tablespoons in here, comfortably. Maybe, I don't think there's 4 tablespoons, but I would say 2 to 3 for sure. But I look for a color. I don't know why. It's just the way I've done it since I started. Now, the first time I did it, I did measure, and then I don't know, I just quit. Like this one looks a little lighter. You got the dark chia seeds. It's going to probably differ if I had white chia seeds, but I just have the original, you know, organic chia seeds, Better Body Foods, I think, from Walmart or something. But yeah, so it looks like a really rich chocolate milk. It's really the color you're going for. And you know what? If you wanted to sweeten it with agave, or if you wanted to sweeten it with um, maple syrup, you could sweeten it with that too. I try not to use too much like maple syrup or whatnot. I use it. I do. I'm not going to say I don't use it, but because I do once in a while. But overall, I try to use the date syrup because it's got a lot more nutrients, and it's got a lot more, it keeps its fiber. It's got fiber in it and stuff. All right. So if you wanted to put cacao in it, you could put cacao in it. Now this is just a vanilla, so you could put fruit on top after it's done. We like it just as a vanilla pudding. So now it's going to take a good, I usually make it in the morning and we eat it at night. So, but when I say I make it in the morning, if I make it by 10 or 11 in the morning, maybe 9, we can eat it by 8 at night. It just depends, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it depends how cold your fridge is. But I'm going to put this in my refrigerator, and I'll show you what it turns out like tonight. So it's been about 6.5 hours since I started making the pudding. And this one's still kind of thin. It's thinner than I like, but I think my husband likes it. It's like a pudding. It's a little bit runnier. This one's like more like what you think of as a pudding, So it's really good. I tasted it. It tastes really good. I'll taste it for you again. It reminds me a little bit of the pudding with the little things in it, tapioca, but it does have a little bit of a crunch more than tapioca does. So if you like a tapioca pudding or anything like that, you will love these. Like I said, you could put fruit on the top. You could put chocolate in it to make a chocolate pudding, and or I am going to wait on these. We probably won't eat these till tomorrow now. They weren't quite set up the way I want them. But anyways, I actually, you know what? I'll bring in to it tomorrow and show you the difference between at about 6.5 hours and then tomorrow morning. It's the next morning. Well, actually, it's noon, but it's perfect. So it does need a little bit longer than the 5 or 6 hours, unless you like it a little more. Oh, I don't want to call it runny, but a little more, thinner. But look, it is so perfect. Both of them are that way. I was trying to see if, because remember the one was a little runnier than the other, but these are both perfect. And they're both about the same. So anyways, I hope you enjoy. I hope you can, make up your own, and this gives you the base of what you really could use to make any kind of pudding that's really good for you. Since I've been eating this, I've noticed that even my stomach is, doing pretty good. So the chia seeds are just really good for you. Make sure you're drinking your water too, because a couple days I did and I didn't feel so good. So anyways, I hope you don't forget, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and have a blessed day. Bye.